Hi guys, and welcome to your March 2021. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You Timeless Reading Week 3 special message for Virgo. It's looking like I'm going to be giving you special messages on week 1 and week 3. When you think about it, that aligns perfectly with the astrological changes that are taking place in the sky, because week 1, we're coming off the wheels or the heels of the previous month. Week 3, 9 times out of 10, we are already moving into the next zodiac sign. So the energy shifts. And that is what I am going to be probably doing going forward, because it just makes sense to me to try to tell you some of the things that are taking place in your energy. Virgo, your special message, yes, this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You definitely had something that went on with a partner. There was something that went on in your partnerships, Virgo, and I'm looking at this, and there was something that you doubted. There was something that you were thinking about. You are being guided that you are allowed to pause when all of the information is yet to make itself unknown. You don't have to put pressure on yourself to make a decision in a partnership or anything, okay? That's number one. In fact, doing so will help you attract the offers that are more of a yes and absolutely. So maybe there could have been some things that took place between you and your partner, and looking at this energy, I definitely see that it did, which is going to probably be the trajectory for all of these readings. But as it pertains to you, I want to let you know this week you're being guided to pay attention to the perfect fits as much as you do the ill-constructed or not ready or not so perfect fits. This weekend is going to bring an equinox. Obviously, it is a change of the season. And as you know, cardinal energy, Aries, brings the spring equinox because it is a cardinal energy. Each one of the cardinal energies brings forth the new season. This weekend's equinox brings with it a renewed source of energy in your healing work and collaborations. There is a certain type of healing that needs to take place due to something that went wrong, with a little more vigor in your tank. Okay, you're able to face down the sources of your intimacy issues with greater urgency and much less hesitation. Aries is the action planet. Aries is going to be activating us, and I have told you guys this in your personal readings. If you have went through a shift with your partner, collaborative, whether it is friend, family, platonic, I'm telling you, it's going to be circling back around. The energy, although Mars is still going to be in Gemini, what is going to be happening is that Aries is going to come in ready in go mode, okay? And it's going to also activate you to make some changes and be ready to make those changes. So as the last thing I want to let you know is, as this weekend trines, this weekend, Mars will trine Saturn, which is fantastic, okay? So you will win a cautious professional or public victory. If this decision had anything to do, Virgo, with an issue that, or a decision about taking a job, leaving, moving, because I read you guys' energy about 3 weeks ago and predicted that you guys were arguing or bumping heads about a very specific set of you guys about leaving. Are you going to take the job? There was something that your partner wanted you to do. There was something that you guys, and it could have been financial. It could have been a prelude for just a personal agreement between you. As we close this, the process will invite you to test the structures that you've put into place to secure your ideas with their trajectory. Make note of what architecture is solid and can provide a library for your best ideas. If that makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I do want you to know, Mercury moving through Pisces did kind of help you in your partnerships, but something did set the trajectories for something else. And what happened is I think you overextended yourself in your commitments to others. There was probably a commitment or a promise that you made that you couldn't do. So there was definitely some locking horns. But I wanted to let you know that your zodiac card in your higher purpose this particular week, okay, in your zodiac energy. This was the turning point, the sun in Pisces right now in this particular align yourself with love and wisdom. There was something that took place. And it took place this month. And it is going to be the beginning of change based upon whatever that was, good, bad, or indifferent. All right, let's get into your video. Hi guys, welcome to your March 2021. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You Timeless Reading Week 3 for the beautiful sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams, hello to my members. Virgo, I would like for you to draw your attention before we even get started to the description box. You already know what I want you to do. I want you to check out the informational video that accompanies this week's series readings. I want you to check out, if you missed last week's What Aren't They Telling You Week 2, the link for that Week 2's playlist will be below. I would like for you to watch the March 2021 you versus them reading from the 1st through the 15th. And the 15th through the end of this month will be coming to you next week for the 2 weeks. So check out the first one from the 1st through the 15th. And last but not least, I believe there is a March 2021 7-card Quantum Cross on Marvelous Enlightenment Channel 2. If you've missed it in the last 3 videos that I have posted for this month, go ahead over there and watch it for your particular sign. I have linked it below in the description. Thank you so much. Let's jump into this. I hope you appreciated your special message. I know that there was something that went down in your partnerships. It had a lot to do with collaborating. And the reason why I brought it up this particular week rather than last week is because, of course, the special messages, as I explained in your special message for this week, a lot of the changes take place at the beginning of the month. Not that things aren't happening daily, but the significant changes. It appears that the pattern is we're coming out of coming out of an old month into a brand new month. So obviously there's going to be some planetary shifts. And then the significant ones that I think you need to know about typically happens in week 1 and week 3. If anything else changes going forward, I will let you know. But I know that this is the week. Typically, week 3 is the week. Even if I don't give you anything in week 1, guys, week 3 is typically very important because we're doing a huge energy shift from one sign to the other. All of the zodiac signs, depending on what it is, the shift happens between the 19th and the 22nd. And that is a huge week of transitions and changing from one energy to the next. Let's get into your card. The first card between you and your person is coming up as the Vast Universe. This is a spiritual card, and it is the card of 1. The Vast Universe is a very spiritual card and a card that is speaking, Virgo, about spirituality. It is this is an energy between you and your person. There was a past influence that put you guys in the Vast Universe's energy, and now it is coming back up in your present circumstances. To me, what this means is that there is a higher version of you and your partner, or things that are making you guys look at things from a higher perspective. I am seeing that there has been something that has taken place between you, and this spirituality is, to me, the Vast Universe has a lot to do with understanding that there's more out there in the universe, that you can go on these spiritual planes that is bigger than what is in your brain. Someone has struggled with doing something that they know that they should do. Maybe it's too boring. Maybe it's corny. It feels very addiction-like. It doesn't necessarily have to mean, I just have to put these somewhere, have to mean that, there is a full-blown addiction. As far as substance abuse, you know that's not the first place that I go. But I do feel like there is a struggle. And what is clarifying that is beauty. When I saw these cards together, I automatically felt intuitively that the beauty of the situation has a lot to do with your connection with this person. There is something between you guys that was so beautiful, and if you partner up or really just get on the same page, it has the potential to grow beyond you so far. But there is a struggle in understanding that we can do this, if that makes sense. Where you are right now between you and your person is setting an intention of peace. There is definitely something that has went down. In order for you to set an intention of peace, guys, you have to understand that obviously there must have been something that happened that has caused non-peaceful or tension type of energy between you. And when I'm looking at these cards, I see why and what could have happened. But the fact that this happened, if it happened last week, it needed to happen in order for the shifts and the changes to take place. You guys will be speaking about whatever this was again. Remember, this is general energy. You'll be speaking about it again because this situation changed the rest of your life. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be able to go back to where it was prior to this. There's always going to be a difference, a change, and good, bad, or indifferent. Those changes may hurt, be painful. What derived or what brought about those changes could have been effed up, all sorts of jacked up, but it was necessary. And then that's being clarified by peace. So I know the shit hit the fan. There was something that just caused so much chaos. It could have changed the way you guys looked at each other. But what did you gain? For example, we don't have to be together. Just giving you an example, because I don't know why that took me 16 minutes to say that. We don't have to be together. We've been arguing back and forth and locking heads. But do you respect me? What was my end goal? So this feels like there was a beauty in this relationship at one point, regardless of whether it was platonic, Virgo, whether it was professional, or whether it was a relationship with someone in your family. At the end of the day, the events that took place, although they may have hurt, you will never go back there again. And I know that it was an event that caused loss. This loss, I do not feel like had anything to do with a actual loss of like a family member or a death. But if it resonates with you that way, my prayers go out to you and your family and my condolences. This is an event, and I just want you to know the intentions had to be balanced. The spirituality is the beginning of, so that spirit, that vast universe was a one. So this event sparked the beginning of that. This intention, setting the intention for peace, is about balancing the loss and the tension. It's time to get on the same page and really set the intention of being peaceful. That is because this is the potential outcome. So there was a loss, and that loss makes you feel stuck. Okay. There was something that took place. It was an event. But again, that event brought much clarity, much needed clarity to the situation, as I've stated. This is imperative that you understand. You can't get stuck in the semantics. When you start, as days go past and you start to really analyze this situation for what it was worth, this was the month. That zodiac card that I pulled in the beginning of, in your special message, that was a telltale sign to me that if you were being guided to align, look at that, you got higher purpose. That goes right back to this vast universe. So if you look at those, they match. Look at the colors. 2 different authors, 2 different decks, but the message is the same. There is something between you guys, and you're being called to your higher purpose and aligning yourself with love and wisdom. And this sun in Pisces was the actual season for you, Virgo, you and your partner. Let's get into what this loss is and what could have happened, because I do see that the loss has spilled over in their energy for you. So the first card between you and your person is Judgment. The second card between you two is the Magician. The Heart place is the Eight of Cups. We also have the Four of Cups now. And we end this with the Five of Swords. It's really unfortunate that you guys are here. I'm going to tie in the top of the decks for the oracles in 1 second. At the top of the deck, we do have Death, and then we do have Justice. This is definitely unfair. This is feeling like it's unfair, that things are not balanced. Do you see the things? We do have Death. Some things had to change. That Death goes right back to this Lost card. So something definitely happened, and it's over with now. Loss. Look at that. That's that peace. I'm sorry. I'm showing you the peace card. This. Loss. Death. Something had to change. That loss brought about a change. That loss kind of reads for me as a death card in this particular oracle deck. Okay. It looks like there was definitely something. Honestly, if you look at Judgment, that kind of matches the vast universe. Again, 2 different decks. Same thing. This was the month to align you with your higher self of love and wisdom. Your person has all of the tools in their arsenal to manifest the beginning that they want, Virgo. But what ended up happening is that there were some things that need to be left alone. It looks like between you two, there is definitely a walking away. We have to go into the imagery of the cards. And this imagery shows that somebody definitely had to walk away from this, and the other person is not happy. Whatever the mistake was, Virgo, it could be that your person is saying that you knew better. Your person basically is saying that not only did they change, or they're forever changed because of this particular incident. The Magician energy indicates 2 things to me. A, you have the tools in your arsenal to manifest a difference. And also you have you had the tools in your arsenal all along, and you kind of manipulated something. Your person, or the energy between you guys, especially with these major arcana, with seeing the energy that's going on, I don't think the other person knew what the other person's power was. But Virgo, your person is coming up here saying that you walked away, and that, they're very upset. It may not necessarily be that you walked away from the relationship, but remember, this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic right now until I introduce the romantic intentions. There's an energy between you guys where I'm putting down my sword. There was conflict. There was definitely lies, tricks, cheats, and deceits. There was a energy here where your partner is definitely coming through, Virgo, and saying, you know what, this is too much for me. Maybe you're a liar. Maybe there has been some deceit going on. I can't do this anymore. There was definitely a loss, and someone feels very much so still attached to it. This person that loves you, Virgo, definitely doesn't know how to come back from this. I don't know what this situation was. It definitely is hitting your person in their heart, okay? There is not a 4. There's not a 5 of cups. There is a 4 of cups. They feel like they were done wrong. They feel like you refuse to change. You could be feeling that way about the other person. If you are cross-watching, you could be feeling that way. Obviously, cross-watching, you feel that way about Virgo. But Virgo, you could feel that way about your cross-watcher. Remember, these energies are reversed. Before I go the other way, before I get the romantic intentions, because I don't want to turn this into something else, I want to say that this is a people card, and that people is 7. It's a choice. Somebody needs professional assistance. That's why, and it could be something financial. I don't quite know what the financial health is, but there is something here that is not healthy. Whenever I see professional assistance, unfortunately, yes, I do see addictions. Does not necessarily have to be a addiction that has anything to do with substance. And why I keep stressing that is if you watch the informational video for this week, you'll understand why. There was a bit of a rant about what these cards mean and how you shouldn't basically learn how to watch a tarot video. So it could be, Virgo, that your person felt like you've always held the cards. It could be that they decided to play ball with you. And by doing that, that means getting along with you, although they knew something needed to change. They could have just been keeping the peace, although they knew that there was some shit that was imbalanced. They were just trying to keep things down and get along. I see that peace when I have a peace card, and when I have that being clarified by peace. I know that it's been crazy between you. And I feel like they feel like now enough is enough. I've done this. They feel that's where this justice energy is coming from. I've done what I needed to do. I've done what I needed to do, and I have had to take a step back in my own healing. I have had to use my tools. I have maybe walked away from you romantically. I can't look at you in a romantic way anymore due to the things that you've done, but I was still willing. This feels like this person is coming through and saying, I've always been here. Always. Clarify judgment. Yep, it's time to talk. And I told you guys in your special message that there's going to be a conversation. Clarify magician. There's going to be a conversation this week. Huge, huge changes, huge shifts. And the magician is about, yes, the healing family issues. This is the reason why your person understands. They knew that this was how you were, but they still felt like because they knew about these family issues that they were willing to overlook something, Virgo, and work with you anyway. And that they still feel betrayed because they did everything to make you happy and it wasn't good enough. They had to back up and understand that they deserve love, and they did not deserve. There was something in what happened here, Virgo, that made them feel like you didn't deserve their love. You took them for granted. And now, again, that's about to change. Yes, this is exactly what I was saying. I was trying to say that I got tongue-tied on. There was red flags in dealing with you, but they stuck around anyway. That's why this energy here feels justified, Virgo, because they feel, and you could be connecting with Libra. I haven't given you your cards yet, but they feel like they ignored the red flags. The red flags was there from the damn beginning, and they stuck it out, and then something happened. An event happened that caused loss that just made things messed up, and they feel very sad because they tried ignoring these red flags, and what it's clarifying is the Four of Cups. There was something in the way you loved them and something that you did that they ignored for the greater good of whatever. I don't see that they're thinking about love. I think that they were just trying to get along with you. I feel like Khalees. Yes, and you deceived them. You wore a false self-mask. You never really opened up and said how you felt, and that caused some issues. The top of the deck, too, is honeymoon. So I feel like there's this relationship between you two. At one point, it was about getting married, or this person, your cross-watcher, really looked at you as someone that they wanted to marry. But there was things that you did that they had to get over, and then you had the nerve to do something else. So I think that what they're not telling you is that they really don't see you guys going back and coming back from this. The changes needs to happen. There is transformations that need to remain, that need to stay in place, that need to kind of take place. They would like to see changes. And although they are hurt by what has taken place between you guys, They want peace. They want peace now. And they really don't know how they feel. Like they're walking away from the situation. They definitely are not necessarily looking at you that way from a romantic perspective right now. It looks like divine masculine is the one who in the relationship that needs to do the apologizing. We do have guilt. Well, you're very guilty. Feeling very guilty. So cross watcher, it's looking like they do have it's funny how heart-to-heart conversations and judgment is about the divine masculine, and then the magician and healing family issues is guilt. There were definitely words and actions that hindered this. I told you, I think that's what that loss is. Clarify, 8 of Cups, and you deserve love. And we do have the unexpected. So something happened out the blue. And I will tell you, cross watcher, your Virgo, however this is resonating from one way or the other, there was something that definitely happened that was unexpected. People, events, again, that's that event of loss. And it just made someone very, very sad. Lessons of Uranus could be the reason why it did not work out. There was a radical attraction and sexual pull, but there was a lot of inconsistency and detachment. It was always a theme of either I'm going to be free or I'm going to commit. Okay, I'm going to do that. You can't do both. You can't have it both ways. No expectations are the best expectations to have, and that was a red flag for them, Virgo. So that's why that's clarifying the 4 of Cups. They got over that. And yet there was still something that you did. There was still an event that took place. Yes, and the deception is this. The external parties, karmic contracts, family, finances, and other material concerns or responsibilities are causes of interference and stress. And there we have it. So there was definitely something financial. I hope not, but it looks like it has something to do with monies per se. A white flag, waving the right flag. Someone wants another chance to make it right, to do things better. I'm going to let you know just by the way that the energy is going collectively. Whatever happened, there's going to be a conversation about it. Cross watcher, if you feel like Virgo did this, they're going to come back waving that white flag. And Virgo, if you feel like cross watcher did this to you, then they're going to come back waving the right flag. Either way, you guys are going to speak. There could be a conversation that comes up about professional assistance, how we maybe need to go and talk to somebody. Like, I don't want to lose you. It doesn't matter whether we're romantic or not. There is a romantic element here. There is the energy of all zodiac signs on deck. We do have strong Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, though. We do have Libra. We do have Scorpio again. Strong Scorpio. We have Justice. There is strong energy of Libra. And then, of course, we have more Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So we have these. We have these energies here. So you decide what you and who you are dealing with as it pertains to this. But I think what they're not telling you is that whatever happened changed them forever. And they really don't know how to come back from that. They're not really thinking about coming back from it right now. But I know that there is a white flag. So I'm going to title it that because I see it that way. The event that happened between you two has changed it forever, but it's for the better. They want another chance to do it right. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they do have a desire to do things better, regardless of whether they kill the romance between you two. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. I hope that resonated with you, Virgo, and I'm happy to be able to bring it to you. I will see you next week in week 4 when we do it again. Or I'll see everybody else in a mini extension, finding out how you feel, Virgo. Bye-bye.